more challenges coming into the guild every single week in the community section, so go check those out. Candace has published a big list of the ones that we're planning to do this month, and there'll probably be some others that show up as well. This month, I'm going to be restructuring the knowledge repository. Now that it's been out for a bit, we've had the guild. I've gotten a lot of feedback from people. I'm going to go through a big restructuring. I'm just going to let everybody know, I so far do not see a way I'm going to be able to preserve. Maybe I will, but watched. I know I have a new accelerator class. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start with. Let's just jump right into it. So again, remember, if you have questions, ask them in the Q&A section. I may or may not see it in the chat when you ask that one. So we're going to talk about intuitive eating tips, but understand this is, if you're anywhere near maintenance, you need to know everything I'm about to talk to you about, because what I'm about to talk to you about is your rest of your life stuff. Now you're going to have to a little bit modify this, of course. Now, if you're in maintenance, you definitely need this. So you could almost think of this as a preamble to a maintenance lesson, is everything in here with intuitive eating. So first, what is intuitive eating? What does this even mean? So let's really define what I mean when I say intuitive eating, because you go in different parts of the internet, you're going to hear different things. Like there's groups of people that do intuitive eating that basically say, well, if you're intuitive eating, you shouldn't even be trying to lose weight. What? Says who? I mean, it says who? Literally in this book right here, which is my favorite book on intuitive eating, the one that I used after I lost my weight to really tighten up my intuitive eating philosophies. This book, it's fantastic. It is excellent. If you want to work on your intuitive eating, this is the book for you. We'll make sure to have this linked for you, and you can find it on my website to get a link to it. I think. If not, we'll add it. The first chapter is reject diet culture. There's a lot of truth in there. That doesn't mean you can't lose weight. So I just want to be very clear of that. I am not one of those people that thinks intuitive eating means you're not trying to lose weight, because I wanted to lose weight, but I also didn't want to track calories. So that, I'm going to intuitively eat. I'm going to take the things that work. Candace and I were talking the other day, just about how I approach weight loss. And I said, quite honestly, the way I approached it is I took all the good bits from all the diets and kept that and discarded the bullshit. Like keto works because it's high protein. Well, I'm going to take that. I'm not going to shy away from the fact that it works because it's high protein. Keto works because you have really high fiber foods. Go look at the back of a keto tortilla. I still eat them for a reason, because there's 14 grams of fiber in some of those things in one tortilla. That's a lot. And so I think that's as much as I've had all day so far. So anyway, just take the good bits from it. So with intuitive eating, I looked at it as I'm just going to take the good bits and I'm going to discard the rest. So here's how I define it. Here's how I work through it. Here's how I use it and have been using it for years. It is sensing your body's natural signals. It is then interpreting those signals and then responding to those signals. It's a 3-part thing. Sensing your body's natural signals, interpreting them, and responding to them. It would be more accurate to say this is intuitive living, because this is not just about hunger. That's where I get worried a lot of times when I talk to people about intuitive eating, and why I don't even talk about it too much on things like TikTok, social media, podcasts, unless I'm given a hyper focus, a single point, is because people mistakenly think intuitive eating is just about listening to your body's hunger cues. Don't get me wrong. That's important. But that's like saying the only part that's important to driving a car is monitoring the gas gauge and making sure you have gas in the tank. I mean, yeah, that's an important part. You run a gas car, don't drive. You get too much gas, you got to put it somewhere, so you put a gas can in the trunk. But that's not driving. That's just fueling up. Eating is just fueling up. That's it. Driving the car expends that energy. So just like if you go on a road trip, you're going to look at the gas gauge and go, how much do I have to drive and how much gas do I have? You're going to listen to that. When your car's gauge starts telling you when you need to get gas, you do it. And all of you know when it goes green or goes to the E in the light and you're like, I know my car. It can go further. You got to get that way with your body where you're like, I know my body. Hush, you're fine. You could take a little bit more. You keep dinging at me, body. I know you're low on gas. I'm going to get you gas in a minute. You got to get to know this stuff. This is how it works in intuitive eating. But what it is for me and how I approach it is about all the signals my body is telling me. All of them. It's a conversation. There is stimulus from my body. My body is providing my brain with stimulus and I am responding to it, to that stimulus. That's how intuitive eating works. It's not stimulus react. It's respond. Because sometimes my body sends me a confusing signal. So I need to interpret that signal so then I can choose how to respond to that signal. So what are some of the things my body tells me? The things that I look at with intuitive eating. Y'all, this is a big list. So I'm going to give you this slide. Do not try to write these down because I'm not going to stay on this slide long enough to give you this whole list. Go get the slide in Kajabi if you want the whole list. But these are the things I look for. When my body tells me when it needs to move, when it needs to rest, when it needs to eat, when it's okay to stop eating, when it needs a nap, when it needs to sleep. Those are different. When it needs to stretch, when it needs to lift, when it's time to emote, to feel an emotion, when I need a salad, when I need to hydrate, when I need to eat some protein, when I need some sugar or dense energy, when I need quick access energy, when I need slow access energy. Y'all, my body tells me all these signals. I know what they feel like. I know what they look like. I know how to respond to all of them, and there is more. But let's talk about the pros of intuitive eating before I really get into the nuts and bolts of what I do. What are those good things about intuitive eating? It's important that you have a clear understanding of the good and the bad, because there's some great pros, some great ones. There's some real cons you need to know about. And this is the same for everything, all right? Every diet has pros and cons. The first pro is no tracking full time. That right there is a big one. Like, that's a big one. How many of y'all want to track calories for the rest of your life? No. Just no. I'm not going to do that. I'm not tracking everything I eat forever. That's silly. That's called dieting forever. I'm not doing that. I don't want to track forever. I need to listen to my intuition, but I can't just willy-nilly go about this stuff. So I love a solution that doesn't make me track, but that still allows me to monitor my weight. It gives so much more flexibility. If you're intuitively eating, you've got a massive amount of flexibility. It prevents traveling, vacations, and holidays from derailing you. That's one of my favorites. Because if you're intuitively eating, going on a trip is no big deal because you're not looking at the calories of things. Holidays are no big deal. You can have whatever you want because you know how to listen to your body as you're eating it. It is genuinely and truly actual food freedom. That's what this is. You will not obtain this in a week. Try years, but you got to get started. If you never get started working on this stuff, you never get to the food freedom, and there's no shortcut. Good morning. Welcome to another week of your weight loss journey. Welcome to another week of your life. How'd this last week go for you? What'd you learn? What'd you encounter? I had a fun week. I always have a fun week. Every week's a great week. What is this? What is that? That looks like I got something growing out of my head. Oh, it's a light stand. 1 second. I'm going to go move that. That was going to drive me nuts if it looked like it was. No, I didn't fix it too much here. Nope, made it worse. What about if I sit over here? There we go. Now it doesn't look like it's growing right out of my head. Welcome. Hey, let's talk about your journey. Let's talk about you. We're going to talk about weight loss. But hey, while I'm thinking about it, if you've been thinking about joining one of my group coaching programs, if you've been wanting to lose some weight, if you want to get some help, if you've been wanting to work with me, hey, the doors are open. Normally my doors are closed. Like normally you can't work with me. I'm like, I only work with people if I'm sure I can provide the service. So as a result, anybody that's new to my programs, I take you through a 4-week cohort program. And we start this Thursday. So the doors are open until Thursday morning. Thursday morning, the doors close again. And I'm making some changes to the guild. So I'm just going to be perfectly transparent. Some price changes are coming. Some service changes are coming. Some new services are coming. And so those of you that are already in the guild, by the way, just anybody that wants to know, your rate is your rate, your service is your services. I'm not taking anything away from anybody. You get grandfathered in. However, everybody that's in the guild now, there are services you have that are going away for new people. You get to keep them, but we're adding another tier to the guild. So if you've been thinking about joining it, now is the time. Essentially, you're going to get some premium services, but at the lower rate, and you get to keep it. So if you've been thinking about joining the guild, come on now and do it. guildofchampions.com. You can learn all about it. All right, let's go to I said we have some questions, but first let's say hello. Good morning, Sean. Oh, I want to move this. Let's see, where do we want to put that? We'll put that right there. Good morning, Joseph. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning. How do I say that name? You can't tell me. How do I say that name? Let's see. Darren. Okay, that pre-video was interesting. Intuitive eating. Is that our end goal? Because it sounds an outstanding way to live. It is indeed the end goal. I've been training you, Darren, to get you ready for that since the day you got to the guild. And I'll be training you the entire time. That is the goal. I don't track my calories. I've got the best looking body I've had in my life right now. I absolutely love my body. I don't track. It's changing, it's altering, it's doing exactly what I want, but I know how to listen to my intuition, and I have caloric awareness, right? Like, it's not that I'm unaware of the calories or what I'm doing. Like, I know how many calories are in my coffee. Like, I just know. I know how many calories about are in a piece of pizza. I know about how many calories a cheeseburger is at most places. Like, I just know this stuff. So it's not that I don't know it, but I don't have to, like, document it and write it down. But that is indeed the case, Darren. That is indeed the case. Tina, you got a question about intuitive eating. Let's see. In regards to intuitive eating, I have about 10 pounds to go. Woo! I've been focusing on intuitive eating more, and some of the days I only eat 2 meals, and I'm way under calories. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Just listen to your hunger. As long as you're not if you're just not hungry, don't worry about it. You join the guild? Oh, good. So you can tell me how to say the name in person. I will see you on Thursday, hopefully. If you can't make it live, don't worry. I'll have it. You can watch the recording of it. I'd love it if you could come live. And to anybody that does join the guild, so we meet once a week for an hour and a half, just us, me and you, and a few other seasoned guild members. And the beauty is you can ask whatever questions you want, and you're not kind of drowned out by the entire guild, right? So you get some direct attention with me. Crystal, oh hey, would love to have you come be a part of it. All right, now here's the thing I'm going to tell all of you if you're on a weight loss journey. Now, Crystal, I don't know where you're at. You might have already been past what I'm about to say, but let me just say something. I used to eat double what I eat now. Double. Did you know that food costs money? And when you eat a lot less, you save money. Like, here's the crazy thing. Like, I am going to say this. I'm about to pull that card. You can afford the guild, everybody, because you should save the money for the guild in just food savings. Like, just food savings. I loved it when people would always be like, you know how much it costs you every year to smoke your cigarettes? You'd save so much money if you got rid of your cigarettes. Do you know how much money most of you would save if you just stopped eating your money? Like, you get the equivalent of a multi-$100 a month raise when you stop eating your food, eating your money, because you're eating more than you need. So just a little something to think about there. Like, if you've already passed that, you've already experienced the monetary savings of success, then obviously that doesn't work. But if you're like still haven't experienced the monetary savings of the food, well, then you should be able to pay for it just in food reduction. $70 a month is very affordable. Gosh, I used to throw $70 at a dinner just for funsies. Had the Effit weekend. Just a few moments. Effits are part of it. They're part of life. It's what do you do after, right? Do you let the guilt and the shame after a fuck it moment, do you let that dictate what you do? It's so tempting for all of us to do that, right? To let guilt and shame creep in right after we've done something. We want to hold ourselves down. We want to hold ourselves back. And sometimes we want to double down, like, nope, I did it. I got to keep doing it. Man, that's just guilt and shame talking. You got to let go of the guilt and shame. So glad you're doing it. Morning, Carrie. Morning, Carrie. You're kicking ass. Love it. Keep doing that. Sean, scale didn't change this week, but I feel 10 times better in my body with my daily routines. Well, then you're winning. Who cares about the scale 1 week? Don't matter. But this part, you're changing your lifestyle habits and routines. That's what it's about. Oh, here he goes. Oh, it's like Regina, but with an M. Magina. Okay, that's easy enough. All right. Darren. Oh, from what I've said before. Down 112 pounds and so close to Tutopia. Woo woo. And weighed at 300 the other day. Oh, it's so close. I got right to Wonderland. And it just hovered right there for like 2 weeks. It was so frustrating. Took the advice and upped the protein and broke through the plateau. That's what I'm talking about. Down 52 pounds. Oh, excellent. So good. That's why I was able to join the guild. I was like, I'm not eating my money, and this made me save so much money, and I'm ready to invest in my health. Yeah, you got to invest in yourself, everybody. You invest in your health, invest in your knowledge. Like, investing in you is one of the best things you can do. I'm a big follower of Alex Hormozi. He calls it the SME 500, and I love that. I mean, look, this year, I've already signed up for thousands of dollars in personal education. I have spent, do I want to share this number? All right, I'm going to share this number. It makes me a little uncomfortable to share it because I know like some people either they're going to, I don't know. I'm just going to share it. I've spent almost $30,000 in the last 3 years just in education on myself. So, I don't feel that I have lost any money. I feel that I've actually, it has helped me. Like, there's so many problems in my life that I can point to just recently to like some education that I got, some mentoring that I got, some coaching that I got, some programs that I purchased, some books that I bought. Because I'm including books, I'm including courses, I'm including paid consultants, I'm including mentorship. But these were all people designed to help me, the individual, not a business consultant, but a Chris Terrell consultant. And wow, personal education it just pays in dividends. It's so potent, but also realize investing in your health pays off over time. Investing in your wellness pays off over time. So yes, you got to invest in you. You are your number one most important investment vessel is you, your knowledge, your brain, your mind, your body, your number one. Then you invest in all the other stuff, but you got to make sure you are your best you. So I'm glad to see that you're showing up for yourself and putting your money to work for you, like literally for you. We've had some medical things pop up, but think we'll be able to make it work. I got you. No, I hear you. On that one. Totally makes sense. As I said, I was more just using your comment earlier to illustrate the point. I said I don't know your specific situation. Let's see, Jessica. Hey, Jessica. My husband and I started sharing when we go out to eat. I'm satisfied, don't overeat, and restaurants have started costing half as much. Oh, yeah. Candace and my stepdaughter, what they started doing now, they got into the kids build your own tacos at Chipotle. For the two of them, they eat out for like $12. I mean, my meal is still $14, but that's because I eat a lot. But yeah, Candace, it's interesting when you just start eating just what you truly want at restaurants, you'll find you don't actually need that much. But restaurants, they want to give you like your money's worth because that's the American way. We got to get our money's worth. I got to have a stupid amount of food. Otherwise, it ain't a good restaurant. I don't know. What is that dinging? Oh, is that my chair? Huh. I hear a ringing. I think I got some feedback somewhere in one of my systems. I'll figure it out. Totally though. Yeah. I've saved so much money. I used to by myself spend $1,400 a month in food. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. Sometimes more. And then if we were to add booze on top of that, I spend hundreds of dollars a month in booze. Yeah, that's a lot of calories. All right, hold on. I gotta take my headphones off. 1 second. There's like a ringing coming from something, and it's not supposed to be doing that. I'm going to play some music for a second. I will be right back. That's weird. My network, I have a NAS that I have a lot of video. It's ringing. I could think like a mechanical, but I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that. Hopefully I don't have a failing hard drive. That would be a bummer. Don't worry. It's on a RAID, so everything will be fine. That's why I joined the guild. Finally made myself a priority, investing in me. That's right. Got to invest in you. The Starbucks coffees I stopped drinking when I started the program. Yeah. Chipotle kids meals are a great hack. Yeah. This is where, look, you women, it's not fair. It's not fair. Like, my body wants a lot of food. Like, I'm not like overeating. It wants a lot of food. That is so fucking annoying. Like, I really wish my body didn't want as much food. Like, food now, this is such a mind twist. Eating is annoying. I get so annoyed. I have to stop in the middle of the day and go eat because I'm like doing shit. Like, don't get me wrong. I love lunch. I love it when I'm there. But usually I'm busy. I'm like, damn it. Like, and my brain starts getting foggy. I can't hardly think. And, and I was like, gosh, I got to eat. I got to stop and eat. And then when I do, I got to eat a lot. Like, it's just like, man, it's just a lot of food. And I look at like Candace and I'm like, I wish I didn't need to eat as much as you. Granted, she weighs 130 pounds, right? I mean, so I got a lot on her, but it's just like, yeah, it's a sort of a mind twist. I know some people are like, man, I wish I was like my husband. I could eat as much as him. I'm like, fuck no. I wish I was like my wife, and I wish I could eat as little as she ate and thrive and do great. I can't do that. If I do that, I can't hardly work out. I mean, I have to eat. For my goals, I'm eating between 180 and 200 grams of protein per day. Yesterday, I couldn't do it. Some days I just can't do it. I'm just like, I can't eat any more protein today. I'm just like, I'm over it, but I got to get back to it. I got to stay on top of it. Them muscles ain't going to build up unless I give them protein. But yeah, Brianna just hit a milestone of 100 pounds down. That's right. You did hit that. I saw that. That's fantastic. Congratulations on that. Been eating too much in restaurants, and it's hard to shake that mindset. I definitely take a break from restaurants also to save money. Now, I don't know why you think that. I used to think that I can't lose weight and eat at restaurants. And then I decided that's bullshit. Skinny people eat at restaurants all the time. I'm going to just figure out how to do what they do. Turns out, if you just eat less food, you can keep eating at restaurants. Go figure. Turns out, I didn't know. You can eat everything if you just eat less. I mean, what? You can eat anything and lose weight? No, Chris. There's got to be some things you can't eat. No, you can eat anything and lose weight. No, Chris. There's all these people out there on the internet saying all these things you can't eat. A lot of that's bullshit. I mean, it just is. I mean, look, don't blindly trust me either. Like, don't blindly trust anybody on the internet. I mean, even if you pay them, I don't blindly trust a soul. Remember how earlier I said I spent 30 grand investing in other people? Do you know how many of the people that I paid money to that I blindly trusted? Not a damn one of them. Not a single one of them. Every single person I've paid, I've pushed back on them. I've challenged them. They'll say, like, you need to do this. I'm like, I don't think so. You tell me why. Because why am I wrong? Like, when I hire a coach, I have to tell them, I'm like, I am a stubborn asshole. So when I've decided what I think is the truth, I'm going to keep an open mind, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to defend my truth. And so you have to convince me that I'm wrong. And let me tell you, the wussy mamby-pamby coaches, they didn't make it. I had to fire them. But the ones that did, that pushed me, yeah, I learned some shit. My favorite coaches are the ones I'm just like, I'm going to fire them. I don't want to work with them. I'm going to fire them. They don't know. Those are my favorite ones. They don't piss me off once a month and just like, fuck you. If they don't do that to me once a month, I'm like, you ain't pushing me hard enough. I need you to just straight up shove me into my uncomfort zone. Because that's where I'm going to learn, right? Just shove me over there. Anyway, but with the restaurants, You can eat whatever. Now, money savings totally get you. And I am going to agree. It is easier to lose weight and manage your calories when you cook your food yourself. Totally true. Oh, here we go. Went to Crumble Cookie for the first time and got a sampler of 3 mini cookies and split them with my sister. The me before the journey would have insisted we get the big cookies if we are sharing. You know what? I'm curious. I was an Insomnia cookie guy. But now you got me curious, like how many calories are in a Crumble cookie? Let's see. Crumble cookies calories. You probably want to look at this with me. Here, hold on. Let me, I think I got a screen share set up. Let me see. Wait, do I have all private information hidden? Yes. Okay. Hold on. Nope. I gotta minimize some windows. Some things I don't want them to pop up. I have client information listed. All right, there we go. Screen share. Click this button. There we go. All right. Let's see. Crumble cookies calories. So you said, let's see, let's pull up your comment here. Went to Crumble Cookies for the first time and got the sampler of 3 mini cookies. All right, so let's come here. I'm just curious how many calories that is. Do I have one here? Oh, I do have one where I live. Oh, look at that. I think that's new. Come on. Oh, accept all cookies from the cookie place. I'll bet they love that. Oh, here we go. All right. So what'd you say you got? You got a mini. I'll just type in mini. I'm not familiar with their... Lauren, tell me what you ordered. I'm just curious. Oh, there are a ton. Just tell me what you ordered and what you would have ordered. I'm genuinely curious what it was. But let's see, you know what? I'm not going to look at the calories. Let me see, what would I have gotten? I'm not looking at the calories. I'm just looking at the name. If I were to go to Crumble Cookie, looking at all this, what would old Chris have gotten? I'd have gotten something with peanut butter or caramel in it. Ooh, a salted caramel cheesecake? No, I probably wouldn't because I don't care for the cheesecake cookies. Milk glaze and fruity pebbles? Oh, confetti cake batter. I'd have been all over that. I love confetti. All right, so... Holy shit, a mini is 270 calories? That's for the mini. The big one is 820 calories. What does this look like? How big is it? Does it tell me? No, it doesn't tell me. How big is it? How big is a Crumble cookie? All right, let's see. Crumble cookie size. I don't know. I mean, just mini cookies are 2.5 inches. Okay, about like that. And 4.25. Where's my ruler? That's bigger than that. I want to see. How many inches is this? So that's 2. I need a circle. Oh, here we go. Wow, it's bigger than this. This is like my tin that my hair product comes in. A Crumble cookie's bigger than that. Okay, great. That's 800 calories? That's huge. You know what I can get for 800 calories? If I had a cookie this big, they put 800 calories in a package not much bigger than that. That's nuts. This is just like a... Wow, I had no idea there was that many calories in it. Because again, I don't go to Crumble Cookie. I was a... Oh, here we go. So you got a mini chocolate chip... Ooh, let's total this up. Let me get a pen. All right, so a mini chocolate chip, semi-sweet chocolate chunk mini. I'm going to assume that's the one you meant. So that's 210. And you got the mini Biscoff lava cookie. Where is that? Oh, I don't see that one. Lava. All right, here we go. We'll do this. Crumble cookie, mini Biscoff lava. There we go. Calories. 210. Okay. Oh, I wonder if they're all 210. That would be convenient if that's the case. And then the last one you got was a mini chocolate. Oh, and a red velvet. I missed that one. Okay. I'll just type in red. Oh, apparently mine doesn't have all those. Okay. Mini Biscoff. All right, so this one I need to change that to red velvet. Oops, nope, don't want. Go back. Here we go. 280. Oh, so that one's higher. So a person might think, oh, they're mini cookies, which, by the way, 210 calories for a cookie is a lot. Like that's actually pretty high. 700 calories for the 3 minis, which is only a little bit less than the regular, I guess. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. I was an Insomnia cookie guy. So let's see. What did I, Insomnia cookies, calories. I never went there again after losing weight. So I don't remember what the calorie, I never had cause to look at the calories of these before. All right. Nutritional facts guide. See, by the way, everybody, see how easy this is to figure out the calories of things? Like there's no excuse to not know the calories of things. It has never been easier in any time in existence to figure out the calories than it is now. In fact, it has never been easier to lose weight than it is to do it now. This has been the easiest time in all of human existence to lose weight. There has never been a time easier to lose weight than now. And yet some people still insist that they can't. So, I mean, I get it. I did it too. But just because you believe you can't, that don't make it true. Oh, they do a whole page for each one. Wow, they even got to get you with the picture. All right, so I always would go for something with peanut butter. So vanilla, chocolate, peanut butter, Insomnia tracks. Ooh, what's that? That sounds very much like something Fat Chris would go for. Vanilla. Oh, wait, that looks like ice cream. Yeah, that's ice cream. Oh, well, let's find the cookie that Fat Chris would have gotten. I would have gotten this because I love caramel. All right, let's see. So I would have gotten this 41 grams of added sugar. Did you know your body only has a teaspoon of sugar in the blood at any time? That's crazy. I only learned that just recently. Oh, I do love me a confetti. 510. That one's better, but not much. Here's what I would have gotten. Oh, all day long I would have gotten this with the chocolate peanut butter cup deluxe. So 20... So much fat. 13 grams of fat. It's not anything wrong with it. It's just that's a lot of fat to get in one recreational eat, which, just dessert. So let me zoom in and make this a little bigger. Come on, zoom in. All right, I guess that's as much as it wants to zoom in. But damn. For sure, in the past, I would have wanted to split 3 big ones if I was sharing. We split lunch and split cookies. So here's the thing. I also just got to wonder, for me, cookies are a treat now. Like, they're not like I get just because they're there. All of you, how do you decide when it's time to have a cookie? Like a dessert like this? Like, when would you say no? That's what I'm curious about. Yeah, there we go. Let's come at it that way. When would you say no to a cookie? Not yes, but no. Under what circumstances would you say no? And don't use the answer of because I'm stuffed. We're going to assume not that. Like a time when you actually could say yes because you're not super hungry, you're not full, and you might even be a little hungry, but you would say no anyway. When is that time? Let's see. Treat or snack thought. Snack size Cheez-Its plus snack size Famous Amos. I was hungry at the time, but I want a treat later at night. Can this be counted as just a snack, or did I have 2 treats? Well, Famous Amos is always a treat. Like, cookies never fit the bill as snacks. Like, those are treats. I mean, when you're having that much sugar, it's a treat. Look, I mean, we could sit here and argue the semantics of what defines a treat and what defines a snack. And there's certainly things on either end where you're like, no one's going to call a salad a treat. Like just a spinach salad with a little dressing on it. No one's calling that a treat. And no one is over here calling, I don't know. Well, I don't know, actually. I take that back. People do like to call treats snacks. So you have to, that's the problem, is like not everything is a treat, but everything is a snack. And I think you have to have like what doesn't go on the snack list. What was a snack that you go, nope, I'm moving it to the treat category. See, here we go. If my calories are full, or if I've already had something sweet, that's fine, but that seems really loophole ridden. Like that seems like that's got loopholes all over it. Like, I'm not sure this rule is going to work for you long term. If the Quest cookies are all sold out, well, that's not saying no when you could say yes. That's saying no because you can't say yes. I'm looking for those times when you would say no, but you could say yes. Let's see. I wonder how many calories Cookie Monster actually says with. Oh, my wife's a hoot. That's my wife, by the way. The different locations offer different cookies. Well, I was just discovering that. Yeah. I used to down them and feel like crap after. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what I'd do? Here, let's look up some fun desserts that I used to order. That'll be fun. So let's go back to screen share. I loved the calories. Oh, come on. Lava cake from Chili's. Calories. I loved this thing. 1,000 calories. Wait, does that include the ice cream too? This is what I used to get. I've not ordered this since I lost my weight. Wow, they don't make it easy to see the calories of that. Okay. Let's go back here. Let's expand that. I love the AI built into it because now Google just pretty much tells it to you. So at a minimum, there was that. What? Let's see. What else we got? All right. So treat time. Treat time is at the end of the day, so I don't have them in the middle of the day. Okay. I like that. Let's see. Oh, I already did that one. It was a treat for sure. Oh, yeah, definitely sounded like it was a treat. We had pre-planned to go. Okay, since I'd never had one. Perfect. Okay, see, I like this. I like this a lot because there's intentionality here. Like you took ownership and swapped. I don't have an issue that you got cookies. I mean, I had my stepdaughter made coffee cake yesterday, and I had some, and it was good. She's getting into baking, and I want to try the things she makes. So when I know she's baking in my head, I'm like, okay, she's making cookies. Let's not pretend, and I'm not going to have one. I'm going to have one. So what do I need to alter so that I can have one and it doesn't fuck up my goals? And I like that you did this, Lauren. So excellent work there. That's how it's supposed to be. Just believe you can't doesn't make it true. Oh, you're welcome. If it's something I know I won't really enjoy, I like to enjoy my sweets nowadays. But again, is that saying no when you would say yes? I guess could say yes. So let's change it. When would you say no when you would say yes? It's easy to say no if you don't really like it. I'm talking about when do you say no and it's something you really like? I'm willing to bet most of you are like how old Fat Chris was. The answer was, I would never do that. That would be like turning down free money. Why would I ever turn down free money? I can't think of a time I would turn down free money. I like free money. And so if somebody came up and offered me a cookie that I love, in the past, Fat Chris, the answer was always, yes, please. Like, I was never going to say no. My friend used to call a 7-layer salad as a treat like a piece of cake. Your friend is weird. Because I have a hard time believing somebody legitimately actually thinks a 7-layer salad is like a piece of cake. These are just very different things. Unless the person has an aversion to cake. Like, does your friend know what orthorexia is? I'm not saying this person's orthorexic. What I'm saying is, does this person have they tricked themselves into thinking one is the same? They're not. Let's see. I love the Outback carrot cake. Right? Carrot cake is crazy high in calories because of the oil. I have cookies just a few times a year when they're made at home. Yeah, and you do them one of the times, my dear. My wife makes amazing cookies. I used to eat Taco Bell and then go to Culver's custard. Oh, right. Yeah, let's do that. I used to go to ice cream. Let's look up Culver's. Culver's nutrition information. All right, let's come back to the screen share. Let's see what we can learn. I've not had Culver's since losing my weight. It's not because I've avoided it. I just moved away. I think I might have had it once, like a burger or something. But, oh, wow. I guess I need to figure. Oh, here we go. Nutrition guide. Now, here's the thing. The fast food actually is not terrible. Like, if you were to come here, if you wanted to get like chicken tenders as an example, like a 4-piece chicken tenders, 540 calories right here. I mean, as you can see, that's not really, is it not going to let me zoom in more? I want to zoom in more. All right. Well, sorry. It's not letting me zoom in. But 540 calories. That's not terrible. But let's get down here to the ice cream. I want to see the ice cream sides. Oh, you want to have a little fun journey? Let's look at condiments. One slice of cheddar cheese from Culver's is 160 calories. A regular slice at home is like 80. That's double. Wow. Fried sauce, 120 calories a package. Honey mustard, 130. Tartar sauce. Oh my gosh. Tartar sauce is 360 calories. I had no idea. Here we go. Now we're down to the ice cream. Cones and dishes. So again, I would have gotten something with with peanut butter or with caramel, preferably both. So looking at this, I don't know that I've gotten any of those. Concrete. Now we're talking. That's what I would have done. Oh, a salted caramel concrete mixer with Reese's. Yes, ma'am. I would have 100%. 1,600 fucking calories? That's what I used to get for a snack? What the fuck? Well, no shit, I was fat. I used to get this, it was not that unusual. What's the small one? Sometimes I get the medium. It's only 1,100. Fuck. No wonder I got fat. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. Bluebell ice cream. What's the package? Here we go. Bluebell ice cream. Calories. Wow. Yep. 1 cup, 240 calories. Oh, I'd have 3 or 4 cups at night. Damn. Yeah, I think I know why I was fat. It's because I did all that shit regularly. I mean, regularly. My mother-in-law had a cinnamon roll bake as a part of dinner last night. I knew it would mess with my calories for the day, and I turned it down because I want to continue moving forward for my weight loss. Love it. Love it. Here's why I love it. Because you're also telling me at some other point you made adjustments to let yourself have a cookie, and this time you didn't. This sounds like a person that is doing things with a sense of balance, thinking it through, looking at you're owning your choices. You're not punishing yourself. You're accepting responsibility. Bravo. My brain has officially developed a snobby palate. Only the most indulgent, high quality desserts will do. Prepackaged treats beneath me. Yeah, I'm with Candace. I used to think I loved food in the past, but Fat Chris did not like food. Fat Chris would eat really low quality food, and large volumes of it. If all I had was microwave Totino's pizza, I'd eat it. I might as well go eat tree bark. It's terrible. But I'd eat it. And I even knew when I was eating it, it was terrible. But you know what? Crappy pizza, microwave cardboard pizza, in my old mind, said better than no pizza. Yeah. You got to raise your standards. I will also pre-track my treat calories. If I need more protein at the end of the day or extra hungry, I'll do something different and not have the treat. Like it. I used to say yes so I wouldn't make the other person feel bad. Now I don't give a fuck about the other person's feels. When it comes to food, yeah, I'm going to stand behind that. Oh, did you not address the Cheez-Its and Bree's question because they're sacred? Oh, no. The thing with Cheez-Its is they're just pure carbs. Just carbs and fat. So it's when I was ultra training, I actually kept a big bag of Cheez-Its in my vehicle because it was quick, easy carbs that I could just chew on, and they were really salty, and I needed all that. But whereas general life, I don't typically eat Cheez-Its. There's more nutritionally valuable food I could get. When I eat the Cheez-Its, it's just not offering me much other than the form of carbs and fats, and I can get carbs and fats through other sources that also have maybe some fiber or have some protein with it or something a little more filling. Let's see. I used to have 1,200 calories for breakfast at Wendy's. Oh, yeah. I was the same way. I used to do between 900 and 1,200 at McDonald's daily. Let's see. I'm just looking here. All right. I think I'm caught up on all the comments. This is a bit triggering. I fear my car may drive herself to crumble. Well, don't. Because if your car is driving by itself to crumble, do you drive a Tesla? That's pretty cool. Second, I'm pretty sure it'll be you driving it. Let's see. I still have a long way to go, but I can sometimes turn down things when I'm feeling really good about myself and my progress. I want to challenge you to say no when you're feeling bad about yourself and down on your progress. I want you to look for opportunities to do that. You need to challenge your beliefs about what you can and can't do. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy with what you're doing, but stop trying to only do it right when it's easy. Start trying to do it right when it's hard. That's when you're going to learn and grow. Breakfast baconator with large fries with ranch most days for work before breakfast. So y'all, here's what I used to do. I was in a pretty toxic relationship in my early 20s, and I had a lot of other issues I was working through. And I would drive home. I had a 30-ish minute drive home from the girl I was dating. And I would always stop by the 7-Eleven. It was usually 11, 12 o'clock at night. Stop by the 7-Eleven and then get 2 donuts. So right away we're at, we'll assume they're lower, but it's probably at least 450 calories in donuts. Probably more like, you know what? No, let's look it up. The calories won't have changed that much since then. So 7-Eleven, frosted sprinkles, donut calories. All right. So the calories of that are 220 to 270. We'll call it 230 times 2. All right. So 460 calories right away. That's what I would get. And then when I would get home, I would go to Wendy's. Now keep in mind, I've had dinner. I've had dinner already. But this is straight up an emotional eat. So I had 460 calories in donuts. And then when I got home, I would order, because it was right by my house, a triple cheeseburger from Wendy's. I would go order a triple cheeseburger from Wendy's. I might do this 3 to 5 nights a week. That's one of these jokers. Granted, it doesn't look like that. That picture looks weird. Anyway, 1,200 calories, 81 grams of fat. I mean, it did have 77 grams of protein. I'll give it that. But 1,200 calories. So adding that up. So plus 1,200. I would have 1,600 calories as a just straight up emotional eat 3 to 5 nights a week. I mean, that shit adds up. Yeah, fast food will get you if you're not careful. I always find that it usually tastes okay, but never as amazing as I thought it would. I learned to stop eating it. I'd rather save my calories something worthy. Oh, what are you talking about? Which food are you talking? Are you talking about the maple syrup? I don't know. But yeah, I'm with you. Things often taste better in my mind than they taste in real life. 100%. All right. Hey, I did forget a couple things. First, if you enjoy this live stream, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I go live. I do go live here every Monday morning, which I'd love to have you be a part of. Also, my podcast, new episodes drop every Friday, and a new episode dropped this last Friday. And this is not the live studio recording. Let me turn that off. All right. But new episodes every Friday. You can find them here on the YouTube channel as well as all your podcasting apps. And this last week, I covered questions. So really, it was a good episode. No, that was 2 weeks ago. This week, I did the 4 gas tanks. Ooh, this is a really fun lesson. Something I teach in the guild. I thought I'd do it as a podcast. So definitely worth checking out. It's got information you probably don't know if you're new to the weight loss journey that you definitely want to know. And I didn't learn this until just a handful of years ago. Really helpful stuff. So that drops every Friday. Also, if you have been thinking about joining the guild and you want to come be a part of the Guild of Champions, which is my weight loss group coaching program that I have built. Hold on. Where's my Guild of Champions button? Come on. There it is. Guild of Champions. Wow. I didn't mean for it to be that big. Make it smaller here. Meant to do that. All right. So you can join the Guild of Champions if you're thinking about joining it. That's my weight loss membership. It's a monthly thing. Cancel anytime. No contracts, no setup fees, no joining fees. Don't lock you in. Is there still a yearly membership price? No. I only do that occasionally for and I don't know if I may never do it again. I might. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. The reason why is Let me just air a little thing about business. A bunch of people decided that they didn't like that they signed up for an annual thing. And rather than just calling me to deal with it, they issued a bunch of chargebacks. And yeah, I'm going to fight every single one of those because those hurt me. They hurt my business. So I'm going to fight them. And so now I got to be a dick. And I got to tell some people, no. Like, you signed up for it on recurring. And I just realized, I'm like, even though I try to tell people, hey, you're going to get billed, they don't care. And people don't want to take accountability and they don't want to own the fact they signed up for something. And so they just, rather than basing it in calling and saying, hey, can we work it out? No, they just do a chargeback. So as a result of that, I've been thinking about just taking away the annual altogether, which sucks because a lot of people get a price break, but I don't know. The people that don't want to take accountability are creating an administrative burden, and it affects my standing with my credit card processing company. So, I mean, so far it's been fine. I've had to refute them all, but it's just like I'm getting sick of doing it. So I'm probably going to stop doing that, and I'm just going to stick with monthly. But also for everybody's thinking about the guild services, this is the last sale at this price, and this is the last sale with this service because I'm about to break the guild into different tiers. No one that is in the guild already is losing anything. You don't have to worry about that. But what's going to happen is people that are in the guild now, you're about to have access to premium services that new people aren't going to get. So I'm going to grandfather you in, but I'm adding new services to the guild that don't exist now. And I've been ramping up for that for a while now, and we're getting to that point. So this is the last chance to join the guild at probably the best price point for the value. So just stay tuned for that. And no, there's no current annual price right now, just monthly, no quarterly either. And to those of you some of you are in the guild at like, you got it like you could do like a quarterly one that works out to like $30 a month. Like, that's like the best rate I've ever done. So those of you that got a great rate, just know if it lapses, you won't get it back. So make sure to stay on top of that. All right. We are coming up to time. I got to wrap up because I have a group coaching here at lunch where I'm going to be teaching everybody about, we're doing a 2-week calibration, calorie tracking right now. We don't calorie track all the time, but we calorie track sometimes. Right now is one of them times. So to those of you that are already in the guild, I'll see you soon. Those of you that aren't in the guild, come to the guild. Doors close on Thursday, and then they're closed. I don't know when they're opening again because we're retooling. So they'll be open when they're open. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Loved the wins. This is a great conversation. I liked looking at the calories. That was sort of mind-blowing to look at some of the calories of a few things I used to eat. Really, really enjoyable. And for the first meeting, yes. So if you're coming to the one today, just know we're mid-progress. It's not gonna hurt you at all to be a part of it. You just might be a little lost. Don't worry. That's okay. I'll tell you what to do to those of you that are new showing up today. But your new member meeting, that's on Thursday. So make sure when you got an email, you were supposed to register for the on-ramp program. Make sure you register for that. Otherwise, you're not going to get the Zoom links because it's something separate. You won't see it in the main guild list. So you got to register for that. All right. Have a great day, everybody. So good to see you. I'll see you next week here on the live stream. Bye.